to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
Testing 1, 2.
Merry Christmas to you.
wonder why I don't cry for tomorrow. Had a mother down on bending knees to pray. She would tell me all the good news that cleansed all my sorrow. I sing about that good news on Christmas Day. We would all hold hands around the dinner table. She made turkey, greens, cornbread, and candy yams. We would pray, then give the food away. It's the kind of thing you do on Christmas Day. Hold back my tears, hold back my tears, when I think about the gifts he gave to me. If I had one wish, one gift to get that day, it would be to kiss my mama on Christmas Day. She would say, children, go into your closets, pick your nicest things and prepare them to give away. There's some children down the street with no toys for which to play. That's the kind of thing you do on Christmas Day. We would all hold hands around the dinner table. She makes turkey, greens, cornbread, and candy yams. We would pray and say grace, then give the food away. That's the kind of thing you do on Christmas Day. Hold back my tears, hold back my tears, when I think about the gifts he gave to me. If I had one wish, one gift to get that day, it would be to kiss my mama on Christmas Day. If I had one wish to give that day, it would be to kiss my mama on Christmas Day. If I had one wish, one thing that I could say, it would be, Mama, I love you. This Christmas Day.
Madam President, the time is 5:30.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular annual organization meeting, board meeting for Adelanto Elementary School District. Today is Friday, December the 13th, 2024, and the time is 5:31. Section 1, call to order. Ms. LeVey, will you please take roll call?
Trustee Stewart,
Present.
Trustee Turner,
Turner present.
Trustee Soto,
Soto present.
Trustee Webster,
Webster present.
Trustee La French.
Love French present. Section 1.04, Pledge of Allegiance. Will you please stand and place your right hand over your heart? Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Section 2, adoption of the agenda. Ms. LeVey, do we have any proposed additions, deletions, and adjustment in the order of business?
Madam President, I actually have a couple. I'll go ahead and I'll read those out. We're pulling item 6.02, Public Employee Performance Evaluation. Item 1406, on the last page of the attachment, it should read Adelanto Elementary School District. We are pulling item 1426, that's the approval of the purchase of the Informed K-12 platform. Item 1601, the amount should be $785,000. Item 1604, two of the four attachments on the bottom right corner, it has board approved November 12th. That is incorrect, and that will be fixed. And that should do it for tonight.
Thank you very much. Section 2.02, adoption of the agenda. Trustees, I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Trustee Turner, a motion to adopt the agenda as stated.
Soto all second.
Ms. LeVey, please take the vote.
Trustee Soto,
Soto aye.
Trustee Webster,
Webster, I.
Trustee Turner,
Turner, aye.
Trustee Stewart,
Stewart, aye.
Trustee La French.
Love French, aye. Motion has passed. Section 3, awards and recognition. Dr. Walker?
President LaFrench, it's
Yes.
been brought to my attention that Trustee Krause is unable to get into Zoom.
You are correct. He is not able to get into Zoom. I'll be speaking with him after this meeting. Section 3, awards and recognition. Dr. Walker, please.
At this time,
Your mic.
thank you. Thank you, President LaFrench. At this time, we need to approve the resolution 24.25.14, the recognition of Trustee Turner. I will read the resolution. Whereas Christine Turner has successfully served on the Board of Trustee of the Adelanto Elementary School District for 18 years in various leadership roles, including Board President, Clerk, Representative, and Member. And whereas Christine Turner has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the success of the students in this district through her tireless efforts, vision, and leadership. And whereas Christine Turner has consistently shown laser focus on meeting the needs of the students we serve, always asking the tough and thoughtful questions necessary to drive meaningful change and improve outcomes for the district. And whereas during Christine Turner's tenure, the Adelanto Elementary School District has made significant strides under her guidance, including the opening of several new schools, a new district office, the introduction of school uniforms, and numerous other milestones that have positively impacted the students and the community. And whereas Christine Turner's dedication to ensuring that all students receive a quality education has been a driving force behind the district's continued growth and excellence. And whereas the board president and superintendent wish to express their deepest gratitude and appreciation for Christine Turner's exceptional leadership, unwavering support, and significant contributions to the success of the Adelanto Elementary School District. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Adelanto Elementary School District that Christine Turner be commended for her outstanding dedication, leadership, and service to the students, staff, and the community of Adelanto Elementary School District. Further, be it resolved that the board president and superintendent recognize Christine Turner's enduring impact on the district and wish her continued success in all her future endeavors.
Can I have a picture with the board? Or like the board? A little bit more.
Present the French.
Can I turn it? I'll turn it. As I say goodbye to the Adelanto Elementary School District after almost 18 years, first and foremost, I want to thank God for putting me in this place where He wanted me to be. I can't help but think about the meaningful experiences and connections that I've had have defined my journey here. I am grateful to the community for placing their trust in my leadership to ensure the best possible future for their children. I took that duty very seriously. This district has been more than just a workplace. It's been my second family. A community of dedicated staff and enthusiastic students who have inspired me daily.
My journey has been defined by a steadfast commitment to the well-being and education of our children. And as I leave, it is essential to articulate the values and lessons that have guided my decisions throughout these years. From the onset, my primary focus have always been the children we serve. Every decision I made, especially during challenging times, revolved around their best interests. Navigating the complexities of education management often meant making tough decisions, particularly during negotiations and budget cuts. I stood resolute by my belief that teachers are the foundation of our educational system. To educate, nurture, and inspire the next generation, students are the reason we exist. I constantly advocate for protecting classroom resources, emphasizing that any necessary cuts should come from the top rather than impacting our students and their learning environment. As I reflect on my tenure, I'm proud of the team I leave behind, a committed cabinet dedicated to the vision of providing a quality education for all students. While my departure is bittersweet, I take comfort in knowing that we have laid a foundation for a strong collaborative team that is well equipped to continue our mission. Dr. Walker, Dr. DeWison, Julie Gonzalez, Fred Shiflett, to the executive assistants, past and present, Cassandra Aaron, Xenia LeVay, Yeti Peralta, Veronica, Sandra, and Evelyn. Without your support and patience, I would not have been able to do what I was tasked to do. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I may be stepping away from my role as trustee, but I'm not stepping away from my commitment to this community. I will remain an engaged community member, continuing to support our students and schools in the years to come. My service in this role has been marked by integrity, compassion, and unwavering dedication. As we transition to new leadership, I sincerely hope that my successor, who has served as superintendent, approached this position with an open heart and a focus on collaboration rather than retaliation. The decision made in this district should prioritize our students' future above all else, reflecting a commitment to stability and growth. I would like to express my gratitude to the staff of the district, administrators, principals, teachers, IT staff, clerks, transportation, maintenance, ground crew, CNS, and most precious, my current board members. President Love French, Christina Stewart, Stephanie Webster, and Miguel Soto. Working alongside dedicated individuals have been a privilege, and I'm part of what we have accomplished together. This job is not easy. It comes with its challenges and complexities, but we embrace the challenge. As I conclude, I must also acknowledge all board members who have served with me during this incredible journey. Holly Eckes, may she continue to rest in peace. Michelle Cox, Michael Gomez, Brad Lettner, Fred Thomas is here in the audience with us tonight. Dan Tan, Susie Dolberry, Elaine Gonzalez, Deborah Jones, she's also in attendance tonight. Lisa Marie Garcia, Carlos Mendoza, Teresa Rogers, Evelyn Glasper, Jason Hughes, Jermaine Wright, LaShawn Love French, Christina Ben Stewart, Amy Hunter, may she continue to rest in peace. Stephanie Webster and Miguel Soto. Last but not least, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to my family, to my husband, Tyrone Turner. Thank you for being my steadfast companion throughout this journey over the past 18 years. Your unwavering support and decisions and your comforting presence after challenging board meetings have meant the world to me, reassuring me that everything will be okay. To my children, my beloved grandchildren, thank you for your love and understanding. I'm grateful for your patience during those times when my district obligations prevented me from being there for you. If I haven't unintentionally overlooked anyone, please know that it was never my intention. The district will always hold a special place in my heart. And with that said, I want to emphasize how much I will miss you all. I have no regrets about one single moment of my service. Thank you, Adelanto Elementary School District.
Beautiful. I love you. I got red lipstick for you tonight. After she receives her love, we will have some short comments, me starting first. Because she left this beautiful purse, I'm going to take her seat and that purse. Okay. We shall wait on her to take her seat as we normally do. Okay, good evening, everyone. As board president of Adelanto Elementary School District, I am honored and privileged to recognize Ms. Christine Turner for her extraordinary services to our district. For 18 years, Ms. Turner has been a guiding light on the Adelanto Elementary School Board of Trustees, holding roles such as board president, clerk, and representative. Her unwavering dedication to our district's students, parents, teachers, and staff is nothing short of inspiring. Ms. Turner has tirelessly devoted her time and energy to the success of our students. She has never hesitated to ask the tough questions, the ones that others might shy away from, all for the sake of doing what is right for our children. Her courage and integrity have left a mark on this board and our community. Christine, you are a pillar of this community. Your leadership, mentorship, and commitment have been a source of inspiration to me personally. As my mentor, you have shown me the true meaning of service and leadership. I will strive to carry forward the values you have instilled in me and ensure that the district remains in safe and capable hands. There will never be another Christine Turner. You leave behind a legacy that will forever cherish. We will forever cherish. On behalf of the entire district and community, I thank you for your incredible contributions and pray that we will see you again. Continuing to champion the success of our children, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for everything. You have my admiration, my gratitude, and of course, you'll always have my love. Mwah. Now, would anyone else like to make a short comment?
Absolutely. I want to take the moment to recognize you, Trustee Turner, for your 17 years, 18 plus years of service as a trustee on the board. You know, serving in this capacity for nearly 2 decades is no small feat. And it speaks to your dedication to the community and the students we serve. And while we all bring different perspectives to the table, there's no denying the value of experience and the depth of knowledge that comes from the years of service. Trustee Turner, I appreciate the contributions you've made to this district during your time on the board. And as I hope to grow with the board, I look forward to learning from you and your insights. Thank you for your service.
Well, I didn't have a speech pre-prepared because I don't roll like that. But when I joined the board, you became my mentor, and you became the example that I want to be. Always poised, always clear, always straightforward. You do ask the hard questions. And then I kick myself thinking, why didn't I think of that? I learned to lean on you to ask those questions. And even though I won't have you here on the board, I'm going to channel my inner Christine, and I'm still going to come to you and ask you for your advice. But I think the thing that I will take away most is our friendship. To me, you're more than a friend, than a trustee. And if you guys didn't know, we're twinsies. I hope to be half of the trustee that you were. And hopefully I can leave a legacy that you have left. And I thank you.
Okay, with that being said, moving on to section 4, annual organization. 4.01, administration of the oath of office to the newly elected trustee. Dr. Walker.
At this time,
We would like to call on Susan Ramirez and Eileen Soto to assist Trustee Soto tonight.
raise your right hand. Place your left on the Bible. Yeah, you might want to.
Here.
I, Miguel Soto,
I, Miguel Soto,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Thank you.
Can everyone give Trustee Soto one more round of applause? Board, would you like to make any comments?
I just would like to welcome you back. You know, being on the board is not easy. We should be, you know, because we always have to put the kids first and their needs first and the district first before our own. And this job takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, you know. I don't know if some of the public think we're playing over here, you know, we're all fancy and we're not. It takes a lot of time and dedication to serve our kids, but it's fulfilling of the soul, though it may be tiring as well. And I trust that you will do what's best for our kids and our district.
Thank you.
I'd like to take a moment and welcome Trustee Soto back to the dais, as he will remain for the next 4 years. I'm excited to see the new avenues that we're able to travel down, and I want to congratulate him, as I know the feeling that you are feeling today. Thank you for dedicating your time to our district and the welfare of our children. On that note, I do want to ask why we are excluding the new trustee.
As of right now, the new trustee is not here tonight. Soto, I would like to say that from day one, when I saw you sitting out there answering the questions, that I said, he is going to join us. I'm going to nominate and vote that he comes aboard here. There is something about when you express yourself, you bring new light to this board. You bring hard questions. You inspire me sometimes with our fancy drinks that we have every Tuesday. They give me energy, and I say thank you for the next 4 years, and the next 2 years for me to take this ride alongside of you. I am proud of you. I know that your family is proud of you. You are a very, very intelligent young man, and you're going to help bring this district forward. And I'm glad to be sitting here with you.
Thank you both.
Moving along to section 4.02, annual organization election of officers and voting representatives for the annual meeting of school representatives. Trustees, I need a motion for president, and I like to say I nominate Christine Stewart for board president.
Cool. I second.
Ms. LeVay, please take the vote.
Madam President, I do need to announce that Trustee Kraus will not be with us this evening. With that, I'll go ahead and I'll take the vote. Trustee Soto,
Soto, aye.
Trustee Webster,
Webster, nay.
Trustee LaFrench,
Love French, aye. Motion passed 3-1.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to silence my phone. Yeah.
Z, did I go too fast? Did I get a second for that?
yes, you have a motion from LaFrench, a second from Stewart, and then I have yes from Trustee Soto, LaFrench, and also Stewart. That's a 3-1. Trustee Webster, nay.
I didn't vote.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't call Stewart. Sorry.
That's why I was kind of stunned.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
All right. Vote 3-1.
Thank you.
Trustee Webster, I would like to motion for Trustee Soto to be clerk.
I second. Ms. LeVay, will you please take that vote?
Trustee Webster,
Webster, aye.
Trustee Stewart,
Stewart, aye.
Trustee Soto,
Soto, aye.
Trustee LaFrench.
Love French, aye. Motion passed 4-0. Voting representative for the annual meeting of school representatives.
Trustee Webster, I motion that President Love French be the board representative.
Soto, I'll second.
I'll take the vote. Trustee Stewart,
Nay.
Trustee Soto,
Soto, aye.
Trustee Webster,
Webster, aye.
Trustee LaFrench.
Trustee Love French, aye. I had to think about that. Moving on to section 4.03, annual organization recognizing outgoing officers and welcoming newly elected officers. Dr. Walker, please.
At this time, we want to take a moment and thank President, should I be saying past President, Love French for her dedication and service to Adelanto Elementary School District. We have these flowers for you. Thank you for your meritorious leadership in district governance to advance excellence in education and for your faithful commitment to our students, employees, and community. Thank you. And then I'm sure there are words from your trustees.
Thank you. I have something small that I want to say. Good evening once again, everyone. As my term as board president comes to a close, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. First and foremost, I would like to thank my fellow trustees for trusting in me with the honor of responsibility of serving you as your board president for the past 2 years. I'm ready to take another seat. Thank you. But I do want to say that the confidence and the support that you have had for me has been strengthening and inspiring. It has inspired me because I am scared to talk in front of people. I do get nervous. I can't see, but I've made it through these last 2 years, but I've done it, and I've been excited to serve for my trustees and especially for the children. Okay. Serving as board member has been a profound privilege. It wasn't always easy, but it was always meaningful. Out of my 2 years, I am proud to say that I never missed a meeting in 2 years. When my daughter had surgery, I still Zoomed in from the hospital. So for 2 years, I've never missed a meeting. Reflecting my commitment to this role and to the district we serve, being in this position allowed me to work closely with Dr. Walker, our distinguished superintendent. It has been a true pleasure to collaborate with you on Tuesday evenings. Your leadership, vision, and dedication to our students and community have had an immeasurable impact for the time that you have been here. You have taken us. And I am grateful for the opportunity to learn from you and to work alongside you. To the incoming board president, I wish you great success in this crucial role. Please know that I will always be here as a resource and support if needed. I am confident that this board will continue to achieve remarkable things together. As I step back from this leadership role, I look forward to continuing my last 2 years on this board, remaining dedicated to making a difference for the students we serve. It is a joyful and a privilege to contribute to their success, and I will continue to pour my heart and energy and my time that it takes me to come from the 15 freeway, because I work in San Bernardino. I get up at 4:45 in the morning, and I leave here at 11 o'clock on Tuesdays. I do it because I will always advocate for children, always. So I pour my heart out to all of you out here and say thank you for allowing me to be here tonight and to be able to take a new seat, which I will take Ms. Turner's seat. Thank you for all allowing me to serve you as your president. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you very much, and I will turn over my seat to Ms. Benz now. I want the purse. She still tells me what to do. Section 4.04, trustees, I need a motion to appoint the superintendent as secretary to the board.
Trustee Webster, I motion to appoint the superintendent as secretary to the board.
Soto, all second.
Ms. LeVey, will you please take the vote?
Trustee Webster,
Webster, aye.
Trustee Stewart,
Stewart, aye.
Trustee Soto,
Soto, aye.
Trustee La French.
Love French, aye. Motion pass. Welcome, Secretary. At this time, we will take a 15-minute break. Thank you.
Madam President, we do have some cake and coffee back there for everybody.
Now, Stuart.
Sit by my fire, I'll never leave you. Look out the window, palm trees aglow. Now as I sweat through my ugly sweater, Christmas with you is better than snow.
Drive to the ocean all through December. It would be nice to hide from the cold. Then the sun warms me and I remember Christmas with you is better than snow. Christmas with you is better than snow.
Watching the waves crash down on the shore.
I never needed anything more.
Madam President, it is time.
Okay, I know. Okay, need to get back to our seats. I don't have a gavel to bang, so I will use my teacher voice. It may take me a little while to get into the swing of things again. So here we go. So now we are going on to 5. First thing before I start, I want to thank all those who came to support the board. Christine Turner, Trustee Soto, and the school district. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and support us. So moving on to, oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
I also wanted to make a comment regarding my new role as clerk of the board. Every decision that we make as a board must come down to one simple yet profound question. How does this help our children? This question is at the heart of why we're here, why we serve, and why we dedicate ourselves to the success of this district. It's also the question that will guide me as I step into the role of clerk. I am honored to have been elected as clerk of the board, and I thank my colleagues and our community for placing their trust in me to fulfill this role. And as clerk, I see my role as an opportunity to bridge the gaps that sometimes divide us. While we may not always agree, I believe in the power of collaboration, listening, and understanding. It's through respectful dialogue and shared purpose that we can work together in one cohesive team. I also want to take a moment to assure the public that my vote will always be independent. I'm not here to represent an individual or one agenda. I'm here to serve this community and make decisions based on what is best for our children. As clerk, I am committed to ensuring that our policies reflect the values of this board and the needs of our district. Strong policies ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in the decisions that we make. And as we move forward, I believe this is a time for healing. I believe in the potential of this board to trust and to rebuild the trust with one another and our community. I believe in the resilience of our district to overcome challenges and grow stronger together. I believe that when we focus on unity, transparency, and the success of our children, we can create a brighter future for everyone we serve. This is a moment of transition for our board, and with transition comes the opportunity for growth. Let us use this time to move forward with clarity, compassion, and determination. Let us work together to ensure that every decision we make is guided by our shared commitment to putting kids first. So, my colleagues, I invite you to join me in bridging gaps, strengthening our policies, and creating a culture of respect and collaboration. To our community, I pledge to lead with integrity, listen with an open mind, and remain steadfast in my commitment to our children. I believe in this board, I believe in this district, and I believe in healing and the healing we could achieve together. Thank you for your trust and your support. I'm excited to work along each of you, and I'm ready to lead. Let's get to work.
Okay, so now moving on to staff reports and presentation. 5.0001 presentation of the fiscal year 2024-25 first interim financial report.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, Cabinet, community. I'm Ms. Gonzalez. I'm the Assistant Soup of Business, and alongside me I have Zachary Clemish, our Director of Fiscal Services. Tonight we'll be presenting on the first interim financial report. Some of our discussion topics tonight is the highlights of our first interim, our current assumptions, the 24-25 revenues and expenditures, unrestricted general fund summary, restricted fund general summary, multi-year projections, budget cycle, and what's up next. Next slide. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So highlights from tonight's first interim. I want to let you know that we do have a positive certification, which means that the district will meet not only its current year, but also its current fiscal obligations for the 2 years out. One of the things that we needed to know was that our revenues are at $103 million, and our ADA currently sits at 91.96%. That is actually up from last year, not by much, but it is a growth. And so I want to thank our community, our staff, for at the end of the year really rallying together to push for our ADA and to continue to push for our ADA with our students. One of the things that we did recognize in the current fiscal year is that we are recognizing most of our restricted fund as we move forward in aligning all of our budgets. Our unrestricted end and fund balance does drop, but that's also because we are recognizing all of our expenditures as far as what the services that we have in place. For our current budget assumptions, we did go with a 2% COLA, and that has to do with our common message that was presented at the presentation provided by the county. Our other assumptions for STRS and PERS are according to what the dartboard is, as well as the lottery. One of the additional things that we would like to highlight is that our current enrollment projections are meeting what our budgeted assumptions were. So right now we are currently in line. We are actually slightly higher than what our projections are. So if we continue at the pace, then by our second interim, we'll actually be up greater than what we were last year. In addition, as I mentioned before, our ADA is also up. And so as we move forward in recouping some of our ADA through our Saturday school and some of the additional programs that we have coming, we're looking forward to increasing our ADA. Not by much, we're still conservative, but at least by 1% in 26-27. Noting our revenues and our expenditures, we are at 148 million. That is actually up from our adopted budget, which was at 143 million. Our expenditures are up, but that's also because we have finally reached our tentative agreement with all of our labor negotiations. So all of those items are currently reflected in our first interim budget. As far as our unrestricted, we continue to invest our monies not only within our programs, but also within our staff. So when we look at our unrestricted budget, we are investing 82% of our budget within our staff. On our unrestricted general fund side, we do have 3 years of deficit spending. However, in realizing the revenues that we have, as well as realigning our expenditures, we're actually trying to move forward to not having any deficit spending, especially in year 4. We're trying to currently reduce them by aligning all of our expenditures and really honing in on the services that we're providing our students. On some of our general and fund balance, you'll notice in that 3rd year, we are still in a positive certification. But like I said, as we continue to grow and recognize all of the accomplishments that we're doing by bringing in programs to bring students back into our district, what we're looking and hoping for is for that balance to continue to rise, so this way we can continue to invest in our students and in the community. We're going to take a minute just to look at our restricted fund balance. Now, in comparison to our last year, as well as our adopted budget, our expenditures in our restricted fund are actually up substantially. And that has to do with my promise, which was to look at all of our restricted funds and truly focus on our expenditures to realign them. So this way we're maximizing our expenditures within them. In prior years, we had multiple years of carryover balance, which, as you note here, there is excess deficit spending, but that's also to recognize all of those pieces to really, truly realign it. So this way we don't have carryover. We're utilizing all the funds as we need to, since restricted expenditures are a little different from our unrestricted expenditures. When we look at our general fund combined and our multi-years, we still have a healthy ending fund balance. Now, most of that, of course, was still within our restricted fund. And as we do continue to work on our expenditures, our excess deficit spending has slowly decreased, but we will continue to work with academic services to hone in on the programs and services that we're providing to our students. As a reminder, all of our budgets are currently cyclical, so it comes every year. As far as our first interim, we're always operating off of current assumptions and using any updated projections and enrollment as needed to provide updated budget information. I wanted to make a correction on this particular slide, as in January, we'll be attending the governor's workshop. And then actually in February of 25, we'll start to work on budget development with our academic services, as well as our human resources and some of our key leadership in our programs.
Then by March of 25, we'll be in full swing of our budget development. And then also in March of 25, we'll focus in on our second interim. That will give us a true picture as to where we are at for the remainder of the year and identify the actual funding that we will have through that year. So when we go to the workshop in January, it will give us our governor's assumptions at that time. However, we won't know true assumptions as far as COLA until May of 25. And then, of course, in June of 25, we'll present you with our new adopted budget for 25-26. Thank you, and I appreciate all the staff that worked really hard in assisting our Director of Fiscal Services, especially Carrie Ewing and Sylvia Marin in helping to prepare this. Do you have any questions at this time?
Board, do you have any questions?
Madam President, I do have a question. Just briefly, when we talk about the 82%, when the percent salary, I'm looking at slide 6. When we talk about the 82%, is this around the average that is usually spent for staffing?
That is correct. Actually, within the state of California, most districts spend anywhere from greater than 65% all the way up to greater than 80%. So what we really want to do is continue to align all of our programs and services. So this way we are able to continue to invest, but yet at the same time remain fiscally solvent.
Awesome, thank you. And then the other last question I have is on slide 9. We talked a little bit about realigning. Do you mind just like kind of touching a little bit about what that kind of means?
Sure. So when we're talking about realigning some of our expenditures, we recognize some of the external sources that we had, such as counselors. Counselors also serve additional purposes, not just within our unrestricted fund, but they also serve purposes that can be paid for by our restricted funds. So we did identify some of them, remove them, and put them in our restricted fund. Some of our other additional services that had been once categorized as unrestricted, we also made sure that they were aligned within the services that we receive within our restricted fund. Some of them could be programs, for instance, would be English learners. We did do some of those that were actually out of restricted fund, then that we were able to move into the restricted side.
Got it. Just a shift of funds, basically.
Correct.
Got it.
But we always have to make sure that they're actually allowable within that particular fund. We can't just, move them because we want
Right,
to.
absolutely. Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you think you will in the future see more shifting so that you can decrease the deficit spending?
Yes, one of our goals is to work with academic services. We're going to work collaboratively with identifying like our LCAP, which is our overall goal for the district, and then really honing in on the services that we're providing. So this way, instead of like multiple goals that kind of identify the same thing, we're really truly focusing on what it is that we're going to put in place to assist those students.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any additional questions?
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so it looks like we have to vote. Isn't that later on? Yes, that's under new business. This voting thing is just there. So let's go on to 6 closed session declarations. We will be taking items 6.03 and 6.04 into closed session. Do note that 6.002 was pulled, so we only have the 2. Moving on to 7 public testimony before closed session. Let me see here. Ms. LeVey, let's see, let's go ahead and go to, 7.002. Do we have a
Wait a minute.
speaker?
My turn.
Your turn, oh, the blurb, yes, thank you.
Okay. The public comment period is administered by state law and is the point in the meeting set aside for members of the public to share their opinions with the board. Open meeting laws do not permit the board to engage in dialogue or answer questions. Any person who wishes to address the governing board on closed session agenda items only must complete and submit an AESD speaker request form 5 minutes before the meeting is called to order. Public comment will only be taken on agenda items during the discussion of those items. The board values public comments, and although the Board of Trustees cannot take action or discuss items not on the agenda, the Board of Trustees listen carefully and appreciate input from the public. Additionally, a public speaker can be cut off for exceeding the allotted time or for willfully causing an actual disruption to the meeting. Before cutting a person off or removing someone, the board will give at least one clear warning. If you were cut off or warned last time, please consider that your warning. Individual speakers are allowed 3 minutes to address the board on each closed session agenda items. The board limits the time for public input on each item to 20 minutes. With board consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentations depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so is there a speaker for AADTA?
Madam President, the board calls on Jennifer Rader.
Thank you. Wait. There we go. It's on now? Yes. Okay, great. Thanks. Good evening, Superintendent Walker, Madam President, Board, Cabinet, and teachers and parents watching on YouTube. Welcome to a new board and a new board year. Tonight you restructured your board and we have a new president and a new clerk. Congratulations and welcome. I'd like to also welcome a familiar face, Mr. Kraus, newly elected and duly sworn in member of our Board of Trustees. I'm encouraged that we have such a breadth of experience on our board and so many perspectives represented. With Mrs. Love French, we've had the perspective of a parent, but also a teacher and now also an administrator. With Ms. Stewart, we have the perspective of a teacher in a charter school. Mr. Soto brings fresh, youthful perspective, the future of our world. And Ms. Webster is a parent and knows the world of law and litigation. And now we also have Mr. Kraus, a veteran, a former teacher with a deep understanding of school budget and experience as a superintendent. We are really looking at a wide range of strengths and gifts on our board. And I know that working together, we can make this district all it can be: successful, relevant, and respected. But to do that, we will have to heal. We will have to turn a fresh page and look forward. We will have to take a leap of faith with each other and presume the best. We may have to set aside past hurts, misunderstandings, and preconceived notions. We will have to put our trust in each other. We have a dynamic and powerful new superintendent, Dr. Walker. She is exceedingly intelligent, and I believe she can bring the whole district together in a way we haven't been able to achieve in years. I see a laser focus to her energy and a decisiveness that can take this district of 14 schools and give us a common vision and a common goal. I am very confident going forward. I'm confident in this team going forward that is assembled. Dr. Walker, Mr. Shiflett, Dr. Dwyzon, Mrs. Gonzalez, but it will take every one of us, every single one of us, to put personal problems and opinions aside and work toward a strength that we only have in unity. Personally, I ask myself 2 questions when questions or problems come up. Does this serve our students? And does this serve our unity? That's all I have for tonight. Okay, thank you. Do we have a representative for CSEA?
The board calls on Diane Lynn. I don't think she's here.
Okay, we will go on to 7.03. Are there any audience members?
Madam President, the board calls on Fred Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, I think changed his mind. Because he just walked out the door.
Oh.
So, okay. Well, if he comes back, we'll make time.
The board calls on Tyrone Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Tyrone Turner, Christine's husband. I just wanted to say that thank you for everything. She has been blessed with all the knowledge, all the skill, all the help, encouragement that you guys have given her, and some nightmares too. So, I mean, we can't leave those out, okay? Because, you guys know. But I just want to say, my wife has really given all she had to you guys and to this district, to the kids. And with God's hands, she's made it through and she's coming home. And we're going to have plenty of time to enjoy our grandbabies. And so I just wanted to get up here. It's been 18 years. I don't think I ever got up here and said anything. And so God bless you all. And God bless you for sure. And you guys have a good evening. And we're going home.
Let's go, yeah. Okay, thank you. Are there any more speakers?
Madam President, the board calls on Deborah Jones, community member.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, Madam President, thank you for allowing me to speak. It's not in closed session items, but I have a party to go to, so I'm going to skedaddle out of here in just a moment. Thank you so much for all the great things that have happened tonight. It's refreshing. It's good to see a joyous spirit. Madam President, congratulations. Miguel Soto, congratulations on being elected and your appointment to board clerk. I didn't prepare anything, but I stand here and I'm flooded with memories. Christine Turner and I served together for years, and we are both strong-minded women. And I'll tell you, there's something to be said about two strong-minded women that can come together in the end with love and peace and reconciliation. Christine Turner, I am thankful for you. Christine Turner, I love you. And I'm glad that God made our paths cross. I hope that we will continue to see each other in the days ahead. Thank you. I do have a few other things that I would like to say, if you'll bear with me for a moment again. Madam President, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. Walker, and members of the cabinet, I come to you today as your neighbor, a concerned citizen, and as a former board member who served this district for 8 years. I am here before you tonight deeply concerned about the recent election results. We've heard a lot tonight about healing and reconciliation. I'm for that. But what comes before that is recognition. I recognize and respect the democratic process and know that Mr. Kraus was duly elected. However, his position on this board nonetheless raises serious concerns. In addition to my public comments made here during late October's regular board meeting, let me reiterate that the sustained Title IX complaints against Mr. Kraus paint a disturbing picture of a toxic work environment. The courageous women who came forward to serve the courageous women who came forward deserve our admiration, support, and protection. One cannot escape the reality that such a hostile work environment does damage and can most certainly negatively impact student learning and overall student morale. and school morale. Such behavior is unacceptable and must not be tolerated. You should know that employees continue to tearfully share with me through shaky voices their deep concern that Mr. Krause's premier purpose in running for office was to seek retaliation on those who exposed his abusive conduct. They fear what lies ahead. One employee has chosen to retire rather than to endure ongoing hardship. How sad that she has been put in such a position. Furthermore, persistent rumors, initially detailed to me by the ADTA union president herself, suggest an inappropriate relationship between a trustee behind the dais, and the former superintendent predating her pregnancy. These allegations raise serious ethical concerns and could potentially compromise the integrity of the school board and district. Such a relationship, if true, spanned at least part of the superintendent's tenure, his administrative leave, and possibly even after his separation from the district. I hope that the board will take swift and decisive action to address these issues and ensure the integrity of our school district. Please work together to create a positive and productive future for our students and staffs. As a Christian, I am called to speak up for the oppressed and to judge righteously. My Lord instructs me to defend the rights of the weak and the vulnerable. It is my moral obligation, then, to speak out against injustice and the abusive power thrust upon women I know to be of high integrity. I believe them. I stand with them. And I stand with the trustees who have recently been subjected to what can only be described as threatening behavior by Mr. Krause. Another attempt at bullying and intimidation that included their bosses and coworkers. I respectfully urge you, Madam President, members of the board, and Superintendent Walker, to prioritize the transparency, accountability, and the safety and well-being of all employees, students, and board members. Please honor and uphold to the fullest the court's restraining order against the newly elected trustee, Mr. Krause. I pray that you may all find a way to navigate present challenges and work together to create a positive and productive future for our schools, one that is free from harassment, intimidation, and abuse of power. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
Are there any more speakers, Mrs. Ove?
Madam President, the board calls on Kimberly Smith.
Good evening. I had to change one name on my beginning. Good evening, Madam President Stewart. Didn't know you were going to be switching up. Board members, Superintendent Dr. Walker, cabinet members, colleagues from ADTA and CSCA, community, and families. Just wanted to point out a few statistics here. There's a gender disparity in leadership roles in education, where approximately 76% of the teaching workforce are women, while men hold approximately 60% of administrator positions and approximately 80% of superintendent positions. So, thank you, board members, for your due diligence in hiring our superintendent, Dr. Walker. This evening, yes, we can definitely applaud that. This evening, I just wanted to also speak about a simple yet powerful truth, the importance of women uplifting women. Throughout history, women have faced countless challenges, from fighting for the right to vote, to securing equal pay, to battling stereotypes. Our struggle for equal rights has been ongoing. Yet, despite these challenges, the one thing that has remained constant is our strength. And that strength, our collective strength, holds the key to overcoming these obstacles. As women, we often find ourselves navigating spaces where we are made to feel less than, where our voices are silenced and our worth is questioned. These spaces, whether in the workplace, at home, or even in social circles, often operate on the assumption that there isn't room for all of us. The reality is, there is enough room for every woman to thrive. But we have to actively create that space for one another. When we talk about women uplifting women, we're not just talking about offering support in times of need. We're talking about actively choosing to build a culture of unity, empowerment, and encouragement. It's about lifting each other up, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. It's about recognizing that our success isn't a finite resource. When one of us rises, we all rise. In a world that too often pits women against one another, it's vital that we change the narrative. Instead of seeing each other as competition, we must view each other as allies. When one woman succeeds, it is proof that every woman can. When one of us shatters a glass ceiling, it makes the ceiling just a little less sturdy for the next woman. But it goes beyond recognition and celebration. It's about building safe spaces for women, places where we feel protected, supported, heard, and seen. These spaces need to be free of judgment, comparison, and negativity. When women lift each other, they create an environment where we can be authentic without fear of criticism or oppression. Safe spaces allow us to heal from the wounds that the world has inflicted upon us and to rise together, stronger than before. We must remember that our struggle for equal rights is not over. From equal pay to reproductive rights to safety from violence and harassment, women continue to face systemic barriers. But the key to overcoming these challenges lies in unity. The power of unity is undeniable. When we come together through mentorship, advocacy, or simply by being there for one another, we create a force that cannot be ignored. We become stronger by supporting each other and sharing our knowledge, resources, and experiences. That strength is the foundation of change. The more we work together, the more we build a future where every woman is treated with the respect and dignity she deserves. So I urge all of you to commit to uplifting the women around you, create safe spaces, build each other up. Let's remind the world that we cannot be broken when women stand united. Let's rise together, because when one woman succeeds, we all do. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, and I hope everybody has a prosperous new year.
Thank you. Are there any more speakers?
Madam President, that concludes our speakers for this part tonight.
All right, so let's go to 8, recess to closed session. I need a motion.
And so do I motion that we go to closed session.
I need a second.
Love French, I second.
Okay, Mrs. Love, please take the vote.
Trustee Webster,
Webster, aye.
Trustee Stewart,
Stewart, aye.
Trustee Soto,
Soto, aye.
Trustee La French.
Love French, I.
Motion passes 4-0. The time is 7:02. Thank you.
Here beside me, Jack Frost won't mind if we stay in the heat of each other. We'll build sand castles instead of snowmen. We'll bake some cookies. Either way, I'll take the warmest day of the year, 'cause Christmas with you is better than snow. Christmas with you is better than snow.
some Christmas sharing, but I pause because hanging my stocking, I can hear a knocking. Say, is that you, Santa Claus? Sure is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out upon my clacking jaw. Who's there, who is it, stopping for a visit? Say, is that you, Santa Claus? Are you bringing a present for me? Something pleasantly pleasant for me? Is it just what I've been waiting for? Would you mind slipping it
when you said yesterday that it's nearly Christmas. What did I want? And I thought, just love me, love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. When I walk through a room, let them see you need me. Walk through a room, let them see you love me, love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. Anyone can wish for all the trinkets in the window. Some can't even buy the things they see. But the present that I want, you'll never find in any window. Bring me love and bring it just for me. When you come home at night, take me in your arms and hold me and kiss me and say you love me, love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. Love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. Love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. Anyone can wish for all the trinkets in the window. Some can't even buy the things they see. But the present that I want, you'll never find in any window. Bring me love and bring it just for me. When you come home at night, take me in your arms and hold me and kiss me and say you love me, love me, love me. That's what I want for Christmas. Hold me, kiss me. That's what I want for Christmas.
I wanna hear the music play. I wanna dance and laugh and sway. I want a happy holiday for Christmas. I could call you on the phone, sing a song that feels like home, instead of feeling all alone this Christmas. And the snow is falling. Can't you see? Is it Christmas calling? this Christmas. 'Cause mistletoe hangs over me. I'm looking all around for glee. So Santa, give me what I need for Christmas. And the friends who feel like family, with their secret angels holding me, and the snow wings falling. Can't you see? Is it Christmas calling out to me? Is it Christmas I wanna be a Jolly Jones instead of feeling all alone. I'll sing a song that feels like home this Christmas. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy yap, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy yap, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more.
icy glance might ordinarily chill me, but cool romance is hot this time of year. And if by chance you desire to thrill me, I wouldn't object to holding the glove of someone so sincere. A frosty kiss might customarily bore me, destined to settle and fade like snowflakes by a fire. But one from you would never be welcome so poorly. I couldn't refuse a peck on the cheek from someone so admired. So what do you say, sir? It seems that the winter stars align just in time for some fun. And hip-hip hooray, sir! Now when we attend the parties, we won't arrive each as one. A certain phrase might momentarily stun me, for sentiments so rich are rare to hear. But in a daze, eventually I'll give my answer, repeating to you what you said to me. This perfect time of year. Seems that the winter stars aligned just in time for some fun. And hip-hip hooray, sir! Now when we attend the parties, we won't arrive each as one. A certain phrase might momentarily stun me, for sentiments so rich are rare to hear. But in a daze, eventually I'll give my answer, repeating to you what you said to me. This perfect time of year.
Rosy cheeks, cozy hearts, lovely laughter. Cheers to this year, we'll end another chapter. Life is getting faster this time of year. It's always clear what matters. The little things, like when you sing while dancing in the snow falling. The little things, like how we slow when we get near the mistletoe. The little things, like how I blush when you kiss me, is such a rush. The little things, that's making Christmas everything with you. Candy canes, fancy lights all over town. Love is great, such a fire going around. Every tiny thing I see makes me smile, all the while with you.
the shadows lace the moonlight with black. Oh, things with silver lining, sparkling tinsel, twinkle, shining with waving wispy willow wings that breathe a soft Christmas time bring. Things that glow and glisten, eyes of children when they listen them first. Things that touch the wistful wish of watching someone else succeed first. Oh, days that dingle dangle with a million parts untangled to a satin stars that spangle and those Christmas bells that clangle our dreams. Oh, I'm dreaming of Christmas. To you, Merry Christmas. Dreaming of a Merry Christmas to you.
since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Now it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Now the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, let it go. When we finally kiss goodnight, I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. All the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. an ember. It longs to be loved just by you. If it could be so, then you keep me so warm in December too. This heart that glows like an ember longs to be loved just by you. If it could be so, then you keep me so warm in December, warm in December, warm in December too.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Help me just to pass this test of time. I wish that I was blind. Strange thing to wish for, but I just can't unsee all this misery. Help me clear this fear that's in my mind. I wish that it was lost. I can't help but think this world is on the brink in my mind. But everything's not lost. This Christmas and New Year is coming on strong. Everything's not lost. 'Cause Christmas and New Year is coming on strong. Everything is not lost. strange thing to wish for, but I can't help but hear children in fear, bang from bombs that shatter moms to tears. But everything's not lost, 'cause Christmas and New Year is coming on strong. Everything's not lost, 'cause Christmas and New Year is coming on strong. Everything is not lost, 'cause Christmas and New Year is coming on strong. Good tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy, comfort and joy, comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, Christmas time is here. Good tidings to men, peace and joy.
All right, good evening. The time is now 8:12. Mrs. Lovey, please take roll.
Madam President, Trustee Webster left at 8:08 p.m. I'll take roll call. Trustee Stewart,
Present.
Trustee Soto,
Soto present.
Trustee LaFrench.
French present.
A quorum is established.
Thank you. Item 10, there is no portable action. Let's go on to 11, public testimony. Mrs. Lovey, do we have any speakers?
The board calls on Jennifer Rader if she's in the audience.
No.
Okay, and I know Diana's not here. I do have a speaker form for Sylvia.
Do I need to read the blurb?
Sylvia Marin, you already read it.
Okay. You already read it.
Good evening. My name is Sylvia Marin, and I'm a budget technician at the district office. I'm speaking tonight not only on my behalf, but on behalf of the majority of the Fiscal Services Department. It is rare for a district office employee to speak publicly at a board meeting, as it may look like we are going against our own. However, I believe it is important to speak up for what is right and to bring light to issues that have been hidden in the dark. I follow the proper chain of command, which brings me here tonight. I am here tonight to address several concerns regarding our CBO. Over the past few months, my colleagues and I have been frustrated and stressed due to the lack of leadership, understanding, support, and assistance from our CBO. Our payroll department has been working tirelessly, often from early mornings until late evenings, to complete the retroactive payroll for the district since September. During this time, they have encountered numerous issues, discrepancies, and errors. Yet Julie has never once checked in on them or offered any assistance. It's been our director, Zach, who has been there for us, taking the time to sit with us and help us resolve problems. Recently, Katie and I submitted a request to attend an AESD conference, given our district oversight responsibilities. Neither of us had had the opportunity to attend such a conference, and we saw this as a valuable professional development opportunity. Unfortunately, Julie denied our request. When we asked for a reason, she provided a series of excuses, one of which we were already attending a conference in March, and she needed to be equitable. But here's my question. How is it equitable to allocate $45,000 to herself to attend multiple conferences, while on tonight's agenda, under item 14.02 conference request, Julia is requesting an additional $21,000 to attend a school facilities leadership academy. This program runs through the 2026 school year, bringing the total allocation to $66,000 for one individual. How is it equitable that Katie, myself, and our colleagues are limited to just one conference a year, while such significant resources are allocated to one person? There was one particular instance where I personally witnessed Julie display unprofessional behavior in the workplace. I was at my desk when I heard a loud voice coming from the accounts payable office. It was Julie, yelling and gesturing wildly at our staff. A few minutes later, she realized how inappropriate she was being and shut the door, but the damage had already been done. In our very first meeting with Julie, we were explicitly instructed to go directly to Zach for everything. It left us feeling as if we could not approach her, and there was no open door policy. And when Zach isn't available, we are left to figure things out on our own and wait for his help. Additionally, due to her lack of time management and frequent procrastination, we often find ourselves struggling to meet county and state deadlines. This puts significant strain on our team and creates unnecessary stress, ultimately affecting morale. At the end of the day, Julie's actions, or lack of them, have made it clear that we are not her team. She is setting us up for failure with her lack of support, but ultimately, if we fail, she fails as well, because she is CBO. The issues I've discussed tonight are just the tip of the iceberg, but due to time constraints, I focused on the most significant concerns. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me and giving me the opportunity to shed light on what is happening in our department. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Madam President, that concludes tonight's speakers.
Okay, thank you. All right, we are going on to 12, adoption of the minutes, 12.001. Trustees, I need a motion to approve as written and order filled regular governance workshop and regular board meeting minutes of November 12th, 2024.
Trustee Left French, I motion to approve.
Okay.
So do I'll second.
Okay. Please call for the vote.
Trustee Stewart?
Aye.
Trustee Soto?
Soto, aye.
Trustee LaFrench?
Left French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. 13 public hearing and sunshine proposals. 13.01. We have sunshine proposals for negotiations with the Adelanto District Teachers Association. This hearing will open at 8:18. Really quick for the public, what is this process for? Why is this, can somebody answer that for me, just so
those while watching can know, and we're not just sitting here?
Yes, I can. So the proposal is to we each bring back 2 items back to the table, and we negotiate based on what's best for the district. And it could be anywhere from language or processes.
Okay.
And both sides do the same thing.
And they're both sides. So
Correct.
So members of the public could come and speak on those things
No.
that are being brought, or what's the point of the open?
The open is it is internal. It is the teacher association and management.
Okay. I just hate to sit in silence. Well, hearing no other discussion, I will close this at 8:20. Okay, 13.002, trustees, I need a motion to approve the sunshine proposals for negotiations with the Adelanto District Teachers Association.
Left French, I motion to approve.
No, that was a sunshine, right?
Soto, I'll second.
So we take the vote.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll take the vote. Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Soto.
Soto, aye.
Trustee LaFrench.
Left French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay, so now we're going on to 13.03. We have a public hearing on the school's facility fee justification report and resolution number 24.25.13. And this opens up at 8:21. Okay, hearing no discussion, I close this at 8:22. Moving on to 14, consent agenda. We are taking items 14.02 through 14.39. Does any trustee want to pull an item? It's okay.
I have none.
Okay, I have none either. So let me flip here. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. So I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
A motion that we approve.
I second.
Okay, please take the vote.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Soto.
Soto, aye.
Trustee LaFrench.
Left French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Moving on to new business 16.01. Academic services, approval of the Action Youth American memorandum of understanding for Sunrise before school program for 2024-2025 school year. I need a motion to approve
So do I. Motion that we approve.
and second.
French, I second.
We're open for discussion.
Yes, I'm glad that we are having some sunrise before school programs being implemented into our schools. Another opportunity for students to get a head start on their homework, get extra help. I'm glad that we are teaming and partnering up with the AYA, which we have partnered with in the past or are currently partnered with. And so I'm excited for the new Sunrise Before School program. That's all I have.
La French.
I just want to concur with Trustee Soto. I am very happy to see that we have such a program for our parents that are working.
Yes, and I can concur as a single mom who had to work, and you have to leave early. You need someplace safe to send your kids. And my child's program, when we lived in Apple Valley, it was really helpful because I knew that they would be safe, and I didn't have to worry about them walking to school or just being out. So I'm glad that this is going through. All right, so can Mrs. LeVay, can you please call for the vote?
Trustee Stewart?
Aye.
Trustee Soto?
Soto, aye.
Trustee La French? La French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay, moving on to 16.02. Trustees, I need a motion to approve the fiscal year 2024-25 first interim financial report.
So do I. Motion that we approve.
La French, I second.
Okay, we're open for discussion.
We had an excellent presentation today regarding this topic, and I'm glad that this topic, especially when it comes to finances, was pretty self-explanatory, very well put for the public to understand. And so I'm just glad that we have a positive financial report. That's all I would say.
Okay. Me personally, I kind of would like to have, I mean, this is up for discussion, but when I get the big book, I don't know what to look for. I flip through and I try to look at the the restricted and stuff, but it's quite intimidating. So I'm hoping maybe in the future we could have a workshop if the board agrees to kind of go through and see specifically what a board member should be looking for. Yes, we took MIG, but that was a long time ago, and they're very generalized. And I love to learn about this stuff. So hopefully in the future we can have a workshop just to kind of, here's the things you want to look for, here's how it should be, kind of thing. So, and that's all. Trustee La French, anything?
Nope.
Okay, let's please call for the vote.
Trustee Stewart?
Aye.
Trustee Soto?
Soto, aye.
Trustee La French? La French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay, we're moving on to 16.003. Trustees, I need a motion to approve the school's facilities fee justification report and resolution number 24.25.13.
And so do I move that we approve.
Love French, I second.
We're open for discussion.
How is this fee? Maybe I missed during my understanding is that this adjustment is for commercial space, and so how do we determine the rate that we got now? And I'm pretty sure that's on the report, but just so that the public can be aware.
So every year the rate goes up, and then we have the ability to match what that local rate is. And so this would be our opportunity to match all of our surrounding districts and what the state is what's available.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mrs. Love, please take the vote.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Soto.
So do I.
Trustee La French. Love French, aye.
Okay, motion passes 3-0. All right, we are on to 16.04. Trustees, I need a motion to approve the updated management salary schedules for certificated unrepresented, certificated management, classified unrepresented, classified management employees, and assistant superintendents for the fiscal year 2023-2024.
So do I'll motion to approve.
Love French, I second.
We're open for discussion.
Yes, I had some clarification already, but I want to make sure that it is on record and that it is correct what I'm hearing. We are only going to approve or give a raise to only one of the assistant superintendents. Is that accurate, or because on this report here it's not very specific and about the way that I'm seeing the report here, it almost says that everyone is getting a raise, but I don't think that is something that I would agree to. And I think we've had that discussion in the past, if I don't recollect. But yeah, we just had some raises a couple months ago, so I just need some clarification. Are all of the assistant superintendents getting this raise? And if so, why? And I understand that it's because of the ADTA sunshine proposals that we made, and everyone gets the same raise. I get that. And we also need to be accountable for the decisions that we made a couple months ago by giving certain raises. So I just need clarity, are we going to give all of our assistant superintendents a raise? Either, I don't know. I just need clarity on that. And
Trustee Soto, if you like, I can definitely give you some clarity. So, thank you for the question. And the answer to that question is there's one assistant sup that is going to be receiving that particular increase. However, all of the salary schedules will be changed based upon the increase that everyone else is getting. So salary schedules are going to be changed. One assistant sup is going to be receiving the actual funds for this school year for 23-24.
Perfect. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure that was correct.
Yes, definitely. Thank you again for that question.
Okay. Mrs. LeVay, please call for the vote.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Soto.
Aye.
Trustee La French. Love French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. 16.05. Trustees, I need a motion to approve the grievance settlement agreements with the California School Employee Association.
So do I motion that we approve?
Left French, I second.
We're open for discussion. Hearing none, please call for the vote.
Trustee Stewart.
Aye.
Trustee Soto.
So do I.
Trustee La French. La French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Now we're moving on to 17, superintendent's reports and announcements.
Thank you, President Stewart. Good evening, esteemed President Stewart, Board of Trustees, Executive Cabinet, AESD staff, and community. Thank you, trustees, for your continued dedication and support. As we approach the end of the year, I want to express my gratitude for all the hard work and collaboration thus far. Looking ahead to the new year, we remain committed to engaging with our community, the educators and students, to ensure that we create a supportive, inclusive environment where all learners can thrive. This work is something I approach with confidence, commitment, and compassion, knowing these values are essential to building a successful, thriving district. Let us remain united, as I've heard many say this evening, in our shared goal, empowering students to achieve their fullest potential and contributing to the success of our community. Together, we will continue to build upon the foundation of success we've established and work tirelessly to create even better opportunities for our students. Wishing everyone a joyful holiday season and a hopeful, prosperous new year. Big, bold, and brave together. I close with this. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to 18, governing board members reports and announcements. Who wants to say something?
I'd like to say something. Well, that was beautiful, Dr. Walker. First of all, I think that is why we're here, right? The kids. And so when we do these sorts of different activities to just remind us that this is why we're here. This is why we're here. It's because of the kids. And so I think that was just a great way to just end that. I did want to share with the public that I did attend the California School Boards Association with my colleagues over the winter, a couple days ago, actually. And I learned quite a few things, including different ideas that we can implement here in our district. And I'm just thinking, I'm just remembering of everything that we can do together. And I think that's what I want to focus on, is cohesiveness. We have a lot here in Adelanto, a lot of good and a lot of challenges, but these challenges also mean opportunities to grow. And so I just want the public to understand that this is going to be a challenging process, but one that is going to make us much stronger at the end as a district. And I think that these challenges are necessary for growth. And so I think that I just want to ensure the public that I'm always committed to making my own independent voice and voting the way that I think is right. And so I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I wish everyone happy holidays, happy New Year, and have a great night.
Thank you. Trustee Love French.
Happy holidays, and I've said a lot tonight already, so let's all drive safe.
Okay, and I want to say that yes, we went to CSBA, and I want to share a little thing. We could not take 10 steps without somebody coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. Somebody coming up and greeting Dr. Walker, hearing about her appointment to our district, and being genuinely happy for her. Everybody telling me over and over, we got a good one. It got to the point where I had to say, just look down. We have to get from point A to point B, and we cannot do that because we seriously were stopped. Even in the hotel lobby, there was someone there. So it really pleased me to see that. There were a lot of workshops we went to. I loaded a lot of PowerPoints. So if you want access, I'll send those. But the thing that stuck out the most, first thing, was that when a superintendent is successful, the district is successful. And I believe if the board works together, we can make this a successful venture with Dr. Walker. And the other thing that stuck out, which I'm going to keep saying now, I learned this from a board member. His mantra was, the kids are waiting. And that's what I'm going to keep bringing to us, is the kids are waiting for us to do the right things by them. And that's why I've been on this board, is for the kids. So I wish everyone a safe, a relaxing and joyful Merry Christmas, a safe new year. I like to go to bed. Please rest. Please don't give the kids homework on break. Let them take a break. That's just me. Just saying. And we will see you next year. Thank you. Okay, now it's time for adjournment. I need a motion to adjourn. Love French motions, though her mic was off.
I motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Soto seconds.
And please call for the vote.
Trustee Stewart?
Aye.
Trustee Soto?
Soto, aye.
Trustee La French? La French, aye.
Motion passes 3-0. Please have a wonderful night.
The time is 8:42 p.m.
Yes.